What is going on, Ive Warriors? So we have a woman here by the name of It's Louisiane, and she has a 2 month intermittent fasting transformation. Now let's take a look at it real quick, and then let's talk about how it was successful, but also her methods that she used. Right? I definitely want to touch on that. Let's take a look at this. Now there's music, but I took it off for copyright reasons. This is her body now. Like, okay, so I didn't care too much for that side picture. I wanted a picture that's more in front. And there's definite weight loss happening. Definite weight loss. She was definitely much bigger before. But look at what she did. What she do? She did intermittent fasting and she went to the gym 6 days a week and boxing. Now, here's one thing that I would say. First of all, congratulations. A lot of heart determination for her to do that. But I I caution against doing things that are unsustainable. Now, some would say, "Oh no, that's not unsustainable. You know, she wants to go to the gym, she loves it or whatever." Yes. Right now she's doing a sprint. This is what I call a sprint when you're losing weight. Gym 6 days a week and then boxing on top of that. Because right now she's not boxing. Here she's clearly not boxing. So she's doing this and she's doing boxing sprinkled in somewhere in throughout that time. So she's doing an aggressive physical activity weight loss system on top of doing intermittent fasting. Remember what I told you guys if you've seen the video. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the video, but there's a video where I talk about habit forming and habit building that comes from psychological studies that look at something called action chunking. So basically, the things that you've done that are attached to the main thing that you want to do can actually create this lever or this connection, this puzzle piece in your mind. And if one of them fall, the rest of them could fall. So a perfect example is what she's doing, right? Going to the gym 6 days a week and boxing and doing intermittent fasting. If at any point she decides not to box anymore, that may psychologically start to feel like she's giving up on her aggressive ability to, or her aggressive nature to lose weight. What ends up happening is it can create a chain of events psychologically where she starts to think to herself as well. Well, since I didn't don't do boxing and I feel like I'm fine, and it feels comfortable. The thought of not doing boxing anymore because she's stopped doing it. Because once you stop doing it, those endorphins, everything starts to reduce. She might say to herself, then why am I going to the gym 6 days a week? Maybe I just should go to the gym, maybe just 3 days or 4 days a week. Then she'll start going to the gym 4 days a week. Then she'll start saying to herself, well, why am I even doing intermittent fasting, right? Maybe I should just eat what I want, but make sure that, I'm not overeating, but not really measure it like correctly, but just, feel like eat till I'm full or whatever it is. And then say to herself, well, there's no need to go to the gym consistently. I could just work out at home. And then she starts working out at home, but then she stops and she's inconsistent. And then she just starts eating normally. And then she's back to square one. And the reason that I say this, and I'm not saying that this is possible for her, everybody's different, obviously, but action chunking is a powerful psychological tool. And what I'm saying is not, oh, she shouldn't do anything, right? No, I'm saying do things that you could sustain over the course of a lifetime. 6 days a week of the gym, there's gonna be something that's gonna get interrupted over time. And that could cause you to fall off of one of those things, boxing and the gym. If you're doing stuff because there are hobbies and you want to do them and they're not tied to your weight loss, that's one thing. But if you're doing stuff because you're using that for weight loss, that's going to be part of that chain, part of that action chunking. So it's very important that you select things or you do things that you know that you're going to be able to do for the rest of your life. And not everything falls under that category. It just doesn't. In my opinion, I do believe that intermittent fasting plus 6 days a week of the gym plus boxing seems a little bit aggressive. And hopefully it isn't too aggressive that it derails her, because she's done amazing progress and I hope she continues. But it's definitely aggressive in the general sense for the average person. So just make sure, guys, pick things that you could do 4 days a week at the gym. That's fine. Or 4 exercise days. That's fine. Right. Doing intermittent fasting. Obviously, you need some type of diet intervention. So doing intermittent fasting is fine. It helps you eat at a lower calorie with less rigor. And it helps burn body fat by using ketones to fuel your brain. That's perfect. That's fine. Just make sure you're doing something that you know you can do when it gets hard, when you hit that point in the road where you're like, well, I feel like I'm okay. I feel like and you can still say to yourself, nah, let me just keep doing this. Because once you make one fall, for some reason, it becomes a chain reaction where all the other ones start to fall slowly but surely. And I think this is where everything ends. I don't think we see any much more after this. She just explains that she shows herself working out at the gym and doing the Stairmaster. And I think that's pretty much it. All right. So that was a really good transformation, 2 months transformation. Kudos to her for that. But please remember that concept. Action chunking is very important. It's a psychological concept that has been studied multiple times on humans, on rats. It's a psychological phenomenon that people they notice, right? They notice. Scientists and researchers notice it. All right. Until the next time, guys. This is Edward from Fledge Fitness. Peace out.